Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. 2 araw na lang, Biyernes na. And 72 days before Christmas. Ngayon ay October 14, 2020. Welcome sa isa na namang edisyon ng The Stock Market Today. Ako po si Benji Chidoro, nag-aanyaya na samahan ninyo ako at sabay nating tignan ang pinaka-latest na balita tungkol sa San Miguel at ang S&P at Fitch ratings ng ating mga local banks at ang resulta ng trading sa PSE. Lahat ng yan dito lamang sa October 14, 2020 edition ng The Stock Market Today. Bago pong lahat, basahin po muna natin ang ating mga reminders. At habang binabasa po natin ito, kung first time niyo po dito sa ating channel, ay nag-start po akong magbigay ng daily stock market reports noong August. Inaanyayahan ko po kayong mag-subscribe sa aking channel para palagi po tayong updated sa mga balita at impormasyon tungkol sa stock market at ang mga active na stocks sa merkado. Ako po ay isang retired employee ng isa sa pinakamalaking bangko sa Pilipinas. Naging OFW din po ako nung ma-assign po akong maging head ng compliance sa aming branch sa Hong Kong. Mga 8 months din po akong namalagi sa ibang bansa. At pagkatapos na noon ay na-assign po ako sa biyaya ng Diyos na maging Chief Compliance Officer ng isang subsidiary ng bangko. And since early 2000 ay nag-start po akong mag-invest regularly sa UITFs. At pagkatapos po noon ay sa stocks. Salamat po at tingnan po muna natin ang ating mga balita. Ang una nating balita ay mula sa San Miguel. Galing sa Business World, SMC completes Skyway 3 to start work on Bulacan Airport by year-end. Sa wakas, tapos na po ang ating Skyway Stage 3. Pero meron pong hitch. Basahin po natin. The Metro Manila Skyway Stage 3 project that links Puyat in Makati to the North Luzon Expressway, Toll Plaza in Balintawak, Quezon City is now complete. The 17.93-kilometer elevated expressway was done ahead of the original schedule of October 31, the company said in an email statement. Okay, so ang sabi nila, Magallanes to Balintawak will only take 15 minutes. Balintawak to Naiya will also take 15 minutes. Valenzuela to Makati in just 10 minutes. Pero, in the next paragraph, sabi ni Chief Operating Officer and SMC President Ramon Ang, the new expressway is not yet open to the public as finishing works are still to be done. So, completed na, pero hindi pa pwedeng gamitin. Okay, pero magandang balita pa rin yan. So, kailan kaya magagamit ito? Okay, so ang ganda-ganda ng kanilang headline. Completed, pero hindi pa pwedeng, hindi pa nagagamit. Okay, ang next news item natin ay mula sa Philstar. Ito po ay balita na kahapon. Nabalita ko na po yesterday na si credit raters flag risks on Philippine banks. So the S&P Global Ratings and Fitch Ratings have raised the red flag over the potential impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on Philippine banks, as deeper economic recession could impair the industry's asset quality, capitalization, and profitability. So it flagged 3 banks from stable to negative in terms of credit viability. S&P downgraded its rating outlooks for BPI and Security Bank to negative from stable. And then last paragraph, it says here, si Fitch naman, ang sabi niya, Fitch affirmed the credit ratings of BDO Unibank, BPI, Metrobank, and PNB on the back of stable outlook. However, it retained a negative outlook for China Bank as its viability ratings remain under pressure amid steep economic downturn. Okay, so these are the news for the day. I think these are the most important news. And let's take a look at how the PSE fared today. The PSE continued to move sideways as the index ended at 5925.30 or just 2.07 points up from the previous close. The support level of the PSEI I see at 5875 to 5876, while the resistance level is at the 6,000 level. Let's take a look at the summary. There was net foreign selling at 600 119.22. 101 companies advanced, 80 declined, while 60 remained unchanged. There was net foreign selling at 619 million. On the sectors, the holding companies and the services ended in the red, while the financials, industrials, mining, and properties are on the positive side. The financials led the gains at 1.25%, while the all financial index registered a 0.31% increase. The financials registered a net foreign buying of 55.48 million. Let's take a look at the most active stocks. Let's review today the following. Dito, NOW, MPI, MRC, BPI, MBT, the financials led gainers today. SM, PHA, TEL, ABS, and DNL. Okay, so let's take a look at the first and consistently active stock, Dito. Okay, Dito, from a doji yesterday, it ended up in the green, 4.19% up from the previous day's close, and it continues to move sideways with support at 540 and resistance at 719. And I expect the stock to continue to move sideways. There was net foreign buying at 15.10 million. So very active pa rin to si Dito. Let's go take a look at NOW. NOW is also moving sideways with a green candlestick. It had a significant increase of 10.62 from a what do you call this, a morning star yesterday. It had a solid green candlestick. So kung nakapasok kayo dito at the previous day or at opening price, then you have gained 10 or almost 11%. The resistance is at about the 6th level, 5.98 dito, but resistance is actually not a specific point but an area. So is the support. So I expect it to move sideways without a significant catalyst. The next active stock is MPI. Nothing kasi MPI. Nag-recover si MPI from the previous day. So from a red day yesterday, it recovered and had a solid green candlestick with short wicks. However, there was net foreign selling in the stock, so it gained 5% or 0.19 points. And I expect the stock to just move sideways. If we will plot the if we will plot the resistance, the resistance is malayo na, 430 at next resistance level. So if you are a long-term investor, actually we're almost more than halfway there. The stock reached a high of 530, 520 in the previous year, and MPI is a very good company. It has many businesses, hospitals, toll roads, power. They have very good businesses. Let's see what will happen tomorrow, but the green candlestick is a very encouraging one, and there is, well, just a little above average volume. The RSI is also bullish at 64 or almost 65. Let's take a look at MRC. Okay, MRC continues its upward trend, and it ended with a morning star pero may volume pa rin. So sa akin kasi, these two initial candlestick here are very strong breakout candlesticks. But the red candlestick here and the small body candlestick here would appear that there would be somewhat a weakness on the part of the price of the stock and may weaken in the coming days. Now, if you are coming in tomorrow, then expect the stock probably to move up to a resistance level, which I plotted at 39.62 or 39.70, up to that level. And if it breaks that, if volume will hold, then the next resistance will be higher na, 39.45. Okay, 39.45 is the support, 39.62 is the resistance, and the next one would be already higher, 44 na. after if it breaks the 39 level. So, ito kasi sign of weakness to. So, baka mauntog yan at mag-reverse. No? Kasi nagkaroon na ng profit taking dito and there was just a slight increase which is just, well, 4.05 is still significant. But unlike the previous days where there was 13% and 15%, 4% is relatively smaller with a reduced volume. So, pwede pa siyang tumaas pero ingat na tayo dito. Dahil baka mag-reverse yan eh. The following day, baka magkaroon ng red candlestick or a small green candlestick na pababa. Or gap down na green candlestick or gap up na red candlestick. No, maring gano'n na mangyari. Okay, our next will be BPI. You know, I expected these stocks to show some weakness, but apparently they are not showing any weakness because of the negative outlook of S&P. In fact, it is breaking out. Okay, there is net foreign buying at 28.99, which is a good sign. It has the highest price in the past 1.5 months. Kasi ang last high niya was September 3, and the highest after that was just 66. Ngayon nasa 66.50. No? Nasa 66.50 and there is volume, huh? And look at the formation of the candlestick. It is an engulfing green candlestick. What do I expect of the stock? Well, if volume will hold and if there is demand, then the stock will move higher. And I see the support level at, it may test this level, 67.50. So it may test that level. And if it tests that level and moves higher, then magiging mga 70 na yung next resistance ni BPI. So in a breakout, it usually lasts a minimum of 2 days to 5 days. So if you're entering at day 2, you can still enter but have your risk management ready kasi baka hindi na that strong kung kulang ang volume. Next, we have MBT, another financial stock. Kahapon pa to umakyat. Yan, no? Very strong si MBT. And look at the EMA20. It crossed the EMA50 and it crossed the EMA100, which is an indication of a bullish trend. Let's take a look at the directional movement. It should be above 30. Above 30, 32.54, indicating a bullish trend. So, kung titignan mo yung RSI, hindi ko lang tinitignan, but my guess is it's oversold. Yan, no? It's an oversold level. But natural lang yan pagka bullish yung stock, it will remain oversold. It doesn't mean that there will be a reversal soon. But as long as the DMI is above 30, natural lamang na mataas yung RSI niya. Okay, so don't expect any reversal soon if there is a very strong trend. Ito yung magandang formation. Later, magkocross yung EMA50 sa EMA100. So yung kanyang trend indicator would be mauuna yung EMA50, mauuna yung EMA20, then the EMA50, then the EMA100. Sunod-sunod siya na strong indicator. Wala akong example dito. But I drew a channel and you see the channel is moving up. So the nearest resistance is at 42 and the nearest support is at 40. So you can enter probably at the 40 level and exit or just hold on to the stock as long as the indicator is under the EMA20. Okay, so very bullish po ito. Next, let's see SM. SM has been moving sideways, no? Minsan may green candlestick, minsan may red candlestick, but without a definite or without good news on SM, then it will continue to move sideways. Okay, so the support is at 917. Wait, let me check. 864, 860, 866, 865 yung support level niya, and the resistance is 900. The first resistance is at 900. The next one is at 918, 920. So dito lang siya maglalaro within the support and resistance as it has been moving in the past few days. let's take a look at PHA. Hindi ko to kilala eh. Pero number 1 to. Ayan o. Premier Horizon Alliance Corporation. I'm not very familiar with the stock, but it ranked number 1 among the top gainers. Nagkaroon siya ng breakout today, and you can ride that breakout in the following day as long as the volume will hold. So ang next support level, the next resistance niya is dito sa 31.32 level. 31.70, 31.60 ang nearest resistance niya, but the support is here. Na-plot ko dito at 24.70. So, most probably, magkakaroon niya ng dito yan magsisimula kinabukasan. Maaring a little lower or magkaroon ng konting gap up kung merong volume. Ngayon, meron mga instances na red candlestick yan, tulad dito. Okay, ito, nagkaroon ng small breakout. Ito, nag-breakout siya, pero hindi siya tumuloy. Nag-red candlestick agad siya. Nag-profit taking. Pero ito, the volume is unusually high. And there was net foreign buying. So, ang tingin ko dyan is, magko-continue yan pataas. But of course, this is not a very popular stock. You'll have to be careful about this, and you have to have your risk management ready for any reversal in the price. Okay, let's take a look at TEL. TEL naman, naku, pababa si TEL. So I drew a channel here, and you will see the EMA 20 going over the candlestick, and the EMA 50 also going over. In fact, the EMA 20 crossed over, going down the EMA 50, meaning this is a bearish trend. I drew a channel on PLDT. Ano kaya nangyayari kay PLDT? Is this just purely price action, or is this just purely market sentiment? I don't know. Most probably there are no significant news that I can see. So dapat na tumataas pa ito because of the demand, or probably nade-dilute yung kanyang demand because naglilipatan kay Converge. Diba? I don't know the reason, but based on the trend line of the EMA 50 and the EMA 20, bearish siya. In fact, the EMA 100 is crossing over the candlesticks. And also the RSI is below 50, meaning it's having a bearish sentiment. Okay, so how do I see the stock? Nasa support siya ngayon. And if it continues its downtrend, the next support level would be 1250. And this is already quite cheap, no? 1250 considering na malaki na yung tinaas pero bumababa ulit. Pero kung titignan mo yung 52-week high, yan, no? Super duper taas siya. Dito sa 3,000. Umabot pa ito ng 3,000 eh. Noong 2014. No? 2018, umabot ito ng 13. 14. Dito 14. Pero it continued it downtrend, tapos ngayon lang siya nagre-recover. So, with the trend downwards, and I expect the stock to move within this channel downwards. With the next support at 1250. For long-term investors, this is a good time to buy because the stock is cheap and PLDT gives good dividends. There's net foreign selling at 144. Then let's take a look at ABS. By the way, if you want me to review your stock, I can do that for you. I will do my best to review it. Just place your stock in the comment box and I'll do my best to review. Okay. Naku, ABS. Akala ko magsa-sign of reversal, bumagsak pa rin. Okay, it declined by 4.52% or 58 points. At nakikita ko ngayon yung support, forming a support here. Dito siya. Ito yung support niya. Ito yung pinaka-support niya because of the opening price here and the opening price here. So I think this is the nearest support, and it closed at 1256, which is very near this. So maaring, well, the formation of the candlestick is quite unusual. So I couldn't find actually a trend for ABS. Hindi ko I couldn't give a definite trend for ABS-CBN. Probably move sideways, but I'm not very sure about that. Lagyan natin ng, pero ang resistance niya nandito nasa 15, nasa 16. 15 to 16 ang nearest resistance niya. So kung merong enough volume, then tataas pa yan. Kasi I was expecting this doji here as a sign of reversal, pero hindi siya nag-reverse. Siguro kung merong volume dito, paakyat siguro yan. But one thing was that the opening price, there was a gap up, but sellers pushed the prices down. Ngayon, pwedeng mangyari dyan is that magkaroon ulit ng gap up, meaning the opening price will be higher than the opening price of the previous day. Tapos, it may go up or hindi ko masabi ngayon kung saan siya pupunta kasi indecisive yung mga candlesticks. Walang particular pattern. Pero ang tingin ko dyan is within ano lang siya, within resistance and support lang gagalaw yan. Okay, and then finally we have DNL. DNL continues to move sideways. It continues to move sideways, but there was a red candlestick here, and I expect the stock walang kaanong volume So, maaring resistance, support and resistance lang siya gagalaw. And you see the EMA20, EMA50, and EMA100 piercing through the candlesticks, indicating a sideways consolidation movement. And I expect that to move sideways without a major catalyst. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market, October 14, 2020. Miyerkules. Ito po si Benji Chidoro, laging nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtangkilik and see you in the next episode.